You need to see this before July 11th. A critical, once-in-a-decade spiritual event is about to unfold, and what you do between July 11th and July 14th will determine the trajectory of your entire year, possibly your entire life. This is not just another full moon. This is a convergence, a sacred echo chamber, where the veils between worlds become so thin they are practically non-existent. I am urging you with every fiber of my being to listen to this message in its entirety. Do not skip ahead. Do not multitask. The information I am about to share is vital for your spiritual protection and energetic sovereignty. Before we dive into the 5 rare and unusual phenomena set to occur, I need you to anchor your energy with us. First, like this video to signal to the universe that you are open and receptive. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, as the updates over these next few days will be time-sensitive and crucial. And third, find the comment section and type 999 inches right now. This number sequence is a code for completion, for divine protection, and for closing old karmic cycles before the new ones begin. By typing 999, you are creating a digital sigil, a shield of light around your auric field. Do it now. The energy is already building. You can feel it, can't you? That low hum in the background of your consciousness, that sense of anticipation mixed with a strange, unexplainable anxiety, that is the precursor. That is the first whisper from the cosmos that something immense is on the horizon. This period, from the evening of July 11th to the morning of the 14th, is what ancient traditions refer to as a cosmic still point. It is a rare alignment where the Capricorn full moon doesn't just illuminate our ambitions and structures. It forms a direct, unfiltered conduit to the Akashic records, the Saturnian shadow realms, and the deep, dormant codes within our own DNA. Most people will go about their days going to work, running errands, engaging in trivial dramas, completely oblivious to the profound energetic surgery taking place on a planetary scale. But you, the fact that you are here, listening to these words, means you are not one of them. Your soul knew. Your higher self guided you to this transmission because you are ready to consciously participate in this upgrade, rather than being a passive victim of its chaotic fallout. The first rare thing that will happen is what I call an emotional echo cascade. This is not your typical full moon emotional sensitivity. This is far deeper, far more potent. The Capricorn moon, ruled by Saturn, is the great karmic record keeper. During this specific alignment, Saturn will form what's known as a set quadrate to the moon, an aspect of deep simmering tension. This doesn't just bring up old emotions, it brings up the energetic imprint of emotions you felt at critical turning points in your life, even past lives. You might be making coffee and suddenly be flooded with the exact feeling of heartbreak you experienced a decade ago, so vividly it feels like it's happening right now. You might be driving and suddenly feel the crushing weight of a failure from your childhood, a shame you thought you had long since processed. Do not be alarmed. This is the emotional echo cascade. It is a quantum phenomenon. The universe is not punishing you. It is offering you a profound opportunity. These echoes are rising to the surface because they contain trapped, fragmented pieces of your soul. Your job is not to relive them or analyze them with your logical mind. Your job, especially while you are safely within your home, is to simply witness them. Feel the echo, thank it for the lesson it once taught you, and consciously, with your breath, release it back into the ether. Imagine each echo as a ghost that has been haunting the corridors of your subconscious. By staying home, in a controlled sacred space, you create a safe container for these ghosts to appear, be seen, and finally be exorcised. If you are out in the world, surrounded by the chaotic, unconscious energy of the masses, these echoes will latch onto external triggers. A stranger's comment could send you into a spiral. A news headline could trigger a deep-seated ancestral fear. Your home, during these 72 hours, becomes your sanctuary, your alchemical vessel. It is the only place you can safely process this cascade without taking on new energetic baggage. The second rare event is a synesthetic bleed-through. This is a phenomenon where your senses begin to cross-wire in response to the heightened cosmic frequencies. The veil between the conscious and subconscious mind thins so dramatically that you might begin to see sounds, hear colors, or taste emotions. Have you ever heard a piece of music and seen a flash of purple, or felt a wave of sadness that tasted like salt on your tongue? Prepare for this to intensify tenfold. This is a sign that your pineal gland, your third eye, is being rapidly activated by the lunar light. The full moon's rays, during this window, carry a specific light code that decalcifies and stimulates this dormant gland. You might notice shimmering lights in your peripheral vision, or see geometric patterns overlaid on your wall when you relax your gaze. You might hear a high-pitched ringing or a soft buzzing in your ears. This is not tinnitus. It is the sound of your own energy field recalibrating to a higher frequency, the sound of the 5D grid coming online in your awareness. Many will dismiss these experiences as their eyes playing tricks or their ears ringing. They will medicalize a spiritual awakening, but you will know the truth. This is why staying home is so critical. The outside world is a cacophony of dense, low vibrational sensory input. The blaring sirens, the aggressive advertisements, the jarring noises of a busy city, all of this will interfere with and corrupt the delicate process of your sensory recalibration. It's like trying to tune a fine instrument in the middle of a construction site. By remaining in your quiet, personal space, you allow your senses to adjust to the new frequencies without distortion. You can sit in silence and truly listen to the sound of the universe. You can close your eyes and witness the light language that is being downloaded into your consciousness. This is a sacred, intimate process. It requires stillness. It requires solitude. To expose your awakening senses to the harshness of the outside world during this peak is to risk short-circuiting the entire upgrade. The third, and perhaps most mysterious, event is the activation of karmic timelines. Imagine your life not as a single linear path, but as a tree with infinite branches, each branch representing a different choice you could have made. During this Capricorn full moon portal, the energetic barriers between these timelines become porous. You will begin to receive ghost data from your alternate selves, your other lives. This will manifest in strange ways. You might have an intensely vivid dream of a life where you took that job you turned down, or married that person you broke up with. You might wake up with a feeling of deep nostalgia for a memory that isn't yours. You might find yourself saying something or using a phrase that feels completely alien to you, as if another version of you is momentarily speaking through your vocal cords. This is not psychosis. This is a quantum entanglement. Saturn, the lord of karma and time, is essentially opening the cosmic filing cabinet of your soul's journey. It is showing you the paths not taken, not to induce regret, but to help you integrate the wisdom of those other lives. By staying home, you can become a quiet observer of these timeline bleeds. You can journal about them, meditate on them, and ask your higher self, what is the lesson from this alternate reality that I need to integrate into my present now? If you are out in the world distracted and ungrounded, these timeline bleeds can create immense confusion and disorientation. You might feel a profound sense of dissociation, of not knowing who you are, because you are being bombarded by the energetic residue of a dozen different yous. Your home acts as an anchor. The familiar objects, the scent of your own space, the feeling of your bed, these things ground you firmly in your chosen primary timeline, allowing you to safely observe the others without getting lost in them. It is the difference between watching a movie on a screen and being thrown into the movie with no script. Stay home, be the observer, and integrate the wisdom. As you sit with this information, as you feel the truth of these words resonating in the very marrow of your bones, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the power that is building inside you. You are not meant to be a passive observer of the cosmos. You are the cosmos experiencing itself. The universe is conspiring to awaken you to this truth, to affirm your role as a conscious creator in this grand celestial dance. I want you to go to the comments right now and declare, I am awake. I am ready. I receive this upgrade. By typing these words, you are sending a clear signal. a broadcast of intention into the quantum field. You are telling your guides, your ancestors, and your highest self that you are consciously choosing the path of evolution. You are choosing to work with these powerful energies, not against them. Do this now. Feel the shift as you make this declaration. This is your power. This is your sovereignty. The fourth rare event is a phenomenon known as ancestral resonance, the Capricorn-Cancer axis, which this full moon powerfully activates, is the axis of family lineage and roots. It governs our relationship with our mother and father archetypes, and by extension our entire ancestral line. During this 3-day window, the veil between you and your ancestors will be at its thinnest. This is not just a vague sentimental feeling, this is a literal energetic opening. You may suddenly feel an overwhelming urge to cook a recipe from a grandmother you barely knew. You might find yourself humming a tune your grandfather used to sing. You may see the face of a long-past relative in a crowd, or smell their signature perfume or cologne in a room where you are completely alone. Pay close attention to your dreams. Your ancestors will be visiting you not to spook you, but to offer guidance, healing, and to clear long-held generational trauma. They may show you images or scenes from their own lives, helping you understand the root of certain patterns or fears that you carry, but that did not originate with you. This is a sacred time of ancestral healing. They are reaching across time and space to help you break the chains of inherited karma, but you must be in a receptive state to receive their messages. This is why you must be at home. Your home is your temple, a space filled with your unique energetic signature. It is a beacon that your ancestors can easily find. If you are out in the public sphere, your energy is mixed with thousands of others, creating a chaotic static that makes it difficult for their subtle high vibrational messages to get through. Furthermore, being out in public exposes you to the ancestral baggage of others. You might inadvertently pick up on the unresolved grief or anger from a stranger's lineage, mistaking it for your own. By staying within the sanctuary of your home, you create a clear, clean channel for communication with your lineage. You can set up a small temporary altar with photos of your ancestors, light a candle for them, and simply sit in quiet meditation, inviting their wisdom and healing. You can ask them, "What message do you have for me? What wound are we healing together now?" The answers may come as a whisper in your heart, a sudden insight, or a vivid dream that night. Do not squander this precious, rare opportunity for deep, multi-generational healing by being distracted by the mundane world. The work you do in these 72 hours can heal wounds that have plagued your family for centuries. And now we arrive at the fifth and most volatile rare event of this July 11th to 14th portal. I need you to take a breath and truly listen, because this final piece of the puzzle is what makes staying within your home not just a recommendation, but an absolute necessity for your spiritual and psychological well-being. The fifth event is the opening of what ancient mystic texts call the etheric void, which allows for the instantaneous manifestation of parasitic thought forms. Let me break this down. The etheric void is not empty space. It is a space of pure, unbridled potential. It is the cosmic womb, the quantum foam from which all reality is birthed. During this 72-hour window, the intense gravitational and magnetic pull of the Capricorn full moon alignment literally tears a hole in the fabric of our consensus reality, exposing us directly to this raw creative substrate. In normal times there is a buffer, a time lag between our thoughts and their manifestation. You can have a fleeting negative thought, and it dissipates before it can gather enough energy to materialize. But within the etheric void, this buffer is gone. Thought becomes reality with terrifying speed. This means that a focused, heart-centered intention for abundance can literally magnetize an unexpected opportunity to you within hours. But it also means that a powerful, emotionally charged fear, a fear of loss, a fear of betrayal, a fear of illness, can just as quickly coalesce and manifest as a tangible event or a semi-sentient energetic entity. This is what is meant by a parasitic thought form. It is a concentration of fear or negative energy that is given life by your own focus, and it then feeds on your energy, perpetuating the very fear that created it. It becomes a loop. You fear being abandoned, you project that fear into the void, It manifests as a thought form of abandonment that whispers insecurities in your ear, causing you to act in ways that push people away, thereby validating your original fear. Now imagine stepping outside your home. You are not just dealing with your own thoughts anymore. You are walking into a psychic storm. Every person you pass on the street is an unconscious projector, spewing their anxieties, their road rage, their frustrations, and their deep-seated societal fears into the etheric void. The collective consciousness of a town or city will become a thick, toxic soup of newly birthed parasitic thought forms. Malls will be breeding grounds for envy and lack. Office buildings will hum with the energy of stress and resentment. Hospitals will be overwhelmed with the collective fear of sickness and death. These are not metaphors. These are tangible energetic realities that will be amplified 1,000-fold. If your auric field is not perfectly shielded, and for 99% of people, it is not, you will be like a sponge thrown into a sewer. You will absorb these thought forms. You might leave your house feeling fine and come home feeling inexplicably depressed, anxious, or physically ill, with no idea that you have just been psychically assaulted and have brought home an energetic parasite that has latched onto your aura. Your home, on the other hand, is a space that you have control over. It is your energetic domain. By consciously choosing to stay inside, you become the sovereign gatekeeper of your reality. You control the input. You can meticulously curate your thoughts, your emotions, and the vibrations within your four walls. You can transform your living space from a simple dwelling into a fortress of light, an alchemical laboratory, where you can consciously use the power of the etheric void for your highest good, rather than falling victim to its chaotic potential. You can choose to focus on gratitude, and watch as blessings manifest. You can choose to focus on healing, and feel the energy knitting your wounds back together in real time. This power, this choice, is only available to you if you are in a controlled environment. To venture outside is to abdicate that power and subject yourself to the psychic chaos of the slumbering masses. It is a risk that is simply not worth taking. So how do you prepare your home? How do you turn it into this impenetrable sacred sanctuary? The work begins now, before the 11th. The most crucial step is a thorough energetic cleansing. This is not just tidying up. This is spiritual warfare. You will need salt, smoke, and sound. First, open all the windows in your home, no matter the weather. You need to allow stagnant energy to exit. Then take a bowl of sea salt or black salt and sprinkle a small line across every single threshold, every doorway, and every windowsill. Salt is a crystalline structure that absorbs and neutralizes negative energy. It creates a protective barrier that low vibrational entities cannot cross. As you do this, state firmly, only energies of the highest love and light may enter this space. This home is a sanctuary of peace, so it is. Next, you will perform a smoke cleansing. While sage is popular, for a portal of this intensity, I recommend something stronger like copal resin, frankincense, or even a bundle of dried rosemary. Light your chosen incense or herb, and starting at the back of your home and moving toward the front door, walk into every room, every closet, every corner. Pay special attention to corners, where energy tends to stagnate. Waft the smoke with a feather or with your hand, making sure it permeates the entire space. As you do this, visualize the smoke as a thick white light that is dissolving all energetic debris, all emotional residue, all ancestral shadows, and all parasitic attachments. See it pushing all darkness out the open windows. Finally, use sound. A Tibetan singing bowl, a set of tingsha cymbals, or even a simple bell will work. You can also play high-frequency music, like solfeggio frequencies, specifically 417 Hz for clearing traumatic experiences, and 528 Hz for love and miracles. Walk through your home again, ringing the bell or playing the bowl, allowing the pure sonic vibrations to shatter any remaining pockets of negativity, and to raise the frequency of the very structure of your home. This three-step process, salt, smoke, and sound, is non-negotiable. It is the act of drawing your sword and claiming your domain. The power of this preparation cannot be overstated. You are consciously building an ark before the flood. As you perform these rituals, you are not just cleaning a physical space, you are sending a powerful message to the universe. You are declaring your intention to engage with this cosmic event with awareness and respect.
Now, as you prepare to create your fortress of light, I want you to solidify this intention. Go to the comment section and declare this powerful affirmation: my home is a sacred sanctuary. I claim my sovereignty now. Write it and feel it. Feel the walls of your home becoming infused with golden light. Feel your own energy field expanding, becoming strong and resilient. You are the master of your reality, the guardian of your energetic space. Claim that power. Affirm it now, and let the universe bear witness to your decree. Once your home is cleansed and sealed, you must maintain its vibrational hygiene throughout the 72-hour period. This means being extremely mindful of what you allow to cross the threshold, both physically and energetically. This is not the time to have guests over, especially those who are prone to drama or negativity. Even a well-meaning but energetically unconscious friend can inadvertently bring the chaos of the outside world into your sanctuary. Politely decline all social invitations. Explain that you are on a personal spiritual retreat if you must, but hold your ground. Your solitude is your strength during this window. Equally important is to curate what you consume through your screen. Your phone and your television are portals. The news will be broadcasting fear. Social media will be a whirlwind of collective anxiety and comparison. Violent movies or dramatic shows will pipe low vibrational narratives directly into your subconscious mind at a time when it is wide open and highly suggestible. I strongly advise a complete digital detox. If that is not possible, be ruthless. Unfollow any account that makes you feel less than. Mute all news notifications. Choose to watch only that which is uplifting, inspiring, or genuinely peaceful. Listen to calming music, guided meditations, or lectures from enlightened masters. Read spiritual books. Your mind is the soil, and the etheric void is the rain that will make anything grow. Be an impeccable gardener. Feed your mind only the seeds you wish to see blossom in your life. This discipline is an act of profound self-love. It is you choosing to protect your own becoming. Finally, pay attention to the water you drink and the food you eat. Water has memory. Before you drink a glass of water, hold it in your hands and speak an intention into it. I bless this water to cleanse my body and purify my spirit. You have now created a sacred elixir. Eat light, high-vibration foods, fruits, vegetables, simple grains. Avoid heavy processed foods and excessive alcohol, as these substances densify your energy field, making you more susceptible to lower frequencies and making it harder for you to perceive the subtle high-vibrational guidance that will be available to you. Every choice matters. Every detail is a part of the ritual. This is your great work. This is how you navigate the portal, not just safely but powerfully.
Now that you have cleansed your home and committed to curating your energetic inputs, we must speak about the work you will be doing within your sanctuary. This is not a passive waiting game. Staying home is not about hiding from the world in fear. It is about creating the optimal laboratory conditions for profound inner alchemy. This period from July 11th to 14th is a sacred appointment with your soul, and you must show up for it prepared. The primary practice during this time is what I call radical stillness. In our modern world, we are conditioned to believe that progress requires action, that growth comes from doing. But during this specific cosmic window, the opposite is true. The greatest leaps in consciousness will be made in the silent, empty spaces between your thoughts. Your task is to consciously and deliberately create these spaces. This means scheduling time for doing absolutely nothing. No phone, no book, no music, no journaling. Just sitting or lying down comfortably and being. At first, your mind will rebel. It will flood you with to-do lists, with worries, with replays of old conversations. This is the ego, terrified of the silence, because in the silence, its control dissolves. Do not fight this mental chatter. Do not judge it. Simply observe it, as you would observe clouds passing in the sky. See each thought, acknowledge it without engagement, and let it drift by. With practice, even for just a few minutes at a time, the gaps between the clouds will grow longer. And in those gaps, the magic happens. In that pure, unadulterated stillness, you will begin to hear the universe. You will hear the whispers of your higher self. You will receive downloads of information, sudden ahas, and epiphanies that solve problems you have been wrestling with for years. You will feel a sense of peace so profound, it feels like coming home after a lifetime of wandering. This is not emptiness, it is a state of fullness, of being so connected to the divine matrix that you need nothing else. Radical stillness is the antenna that allows you to tune into the cosmic broadcast that is peaking during these 72 hours. While the rest of the world is deafened by its own noise, you will be in your quiet sanctuary, receiving the blueprints for your next chapter. A powerful adjunct to radical stillness is the practice of automatic journaling. Keep a dedicated notebook and pen by your side throughout this period. When you emerge from a state of stillness, or immediately upon waking in the morning, pick up the pen and simply start writing. Do not plan what you will write. Do not think, do not edit, do not judge. Just let the pen move across the page. Allow whatever is in your subconscious mind to flow out, unfiltered. You might write nonsense words, you might draw strange symbols, you might write a single sentence over and over again. You might find yourself channeling a beautiful poem or a piece of profound wisdom that you didn't know you had inside you. This is a form of psychic dredging. You are pulling the contents of your deep mind up to the surface to be seen. Often, this is how your higher self, your guides, and your ancestors will communicate with you. They will bypass the analytical filter of your conscious mind and speak directly through your hand. After you have filled a page or two, put the pen down and read back what you have written, as if you are reading a letter from a mysterious stranger. Look for patterns, for repeated words, for messages hidden within the stream of consciousness text. You will be astonished at the clarity and guidance that emerges. This is particularly potent for processing the emotional echo cascade we spoke of earlier. If you are suddenly hit by a wave of old grief, go to your journal and let that grief speak. Write from its perspective, give it a voice. In doing so, you are not just re-experiencing it, you are transmuting it into wisdom. This is alchemy. This is turning the lead of old pain into the gold of conscious awareness. Furthermore, this portal is an unprecedented opportunity for dream work. Your dream state is the natural gateway to other dimensions, and during this full moon, that gateway is flung wide open. The dreams you have between July 11th and 14th will not be random firings of neurons. They will be hyper-realistic, symbolic, and deeply prophetic. They are direct communications from the soul. It is absolutely essential that you keep your journal on your bedside table. The moment you wake up, before you check your phone, before you even put your feet on the floor, grab your pen and write down everything you can remember. Every detail, no matter how small or strange. The colors, the feelings, the people you saw, the words that were spoken. Do not try to interpret the dream immediately. Just get it down on paper. The residue of the dream world evaporates quickly in the light of the conscious mind. The act of writing it down anchors it in this reality. Later in the day, you can revisit your dream log. Look at the symbols. A dream about your house often represents your own psyche. Water typically relates to your emotional state. Flying can symbolize spiritual freedom or a desire to escape. But do not rely solely on generic dream dictionaries. The most important interpretation comes from your own intuition. How did the dream feel? That feeling is the key. A dream about a snake might be terrifying for one person, but for another, it could symbolize healing and transformation, like the shedding of old skin. Pay special attention to any recurring dreams or symbols that appear over the 3 nights. This is the universe underlining a message, telling you pay attention to this. Your dreams during this window are a personalized divine roadmap, offering you solutions, warnings, and glimpses of your future potential. To ignore them is to leave a treasure map unopened on your bedside table. By staying home, you ensure your sleep is as deep and undisturbed as possible, creating the perfect conditions for this sacred soul travel to occur. Now, as you commit to this inner work, the stillness, the journaling, the dream decoding, you are actively co-creating with the universe. You are stepping into the role of the conscious magician. This is a profound act of self-empowerment. It is a declaration that you are no longer at the mercy of external forces, but are the sovereign ruler of your inner kingdom. To seal this sacred contract with your soul, I invite you to go to the comments one more time. This is a powerful one. I want you to type, "I am the alchemist of my own soul." Feel the weight and truth of those words. Feel the shift from being a passive spectator to an active participant in your own evolution. This isn't just about surviving the portal, it's about mastering its energies for your highest purpose. Declare your mastery now. Let the entire community of awakened souls who are on this journey with you witness your commitment. Finally, let's talk about the physical body. Your body is the vessel that holds your spirit, the spacesuit for your journey on Earth. During an intense energetic upgrade like this one, it is under immense stress, even if you are just sitting still. The recalibration process consumes a huge amount of life force energy. You may feel unusually tired, even exhausted. You might experience strange aches and pains, headaches, or digestive issues. This is normal. Your body is purging dense energy and rewiring its cellular structure to hold more light. Do not push yourself. This is not the time for intense workouts or physically demanding chores. Gentle, mindful movement is key. Slow, restorative yoga, gentle stretching, Tai Chi or Qigong, if you know them. These practices help to move the energy through your body, preventing it from getting stuck and causing blockages. Lying on the floor in a simple savasana or corpse pose for 10 minutes can be more beneficial than an hour-long run. The most important thing you can do for your physical body is to ground your energy. The influx of cosmic light can make you feel spacey, ungrounded, and disconnected. Walking barefoot on the earth in your backyard, if you have one, is the most powerful way to ground. Let the soles of your feet touch the soil, the grass, or even a stone patio. Imagine roots growing down from your feet deep into the core of the earth, anchoring you, stabilizing you. Feel Mother Earth's steady nurturing energy flowing up into your body, balancing the intense celestial energies coming from above. If you cannot go outside, you can achieve a similar effect through visualization. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and imagine those roots growing from your feet deep into the planet's core. You can also use grounding crystals like black tourmaline, smoky quartz, or hematite. Simply hold them in your hands or place them at your feet while you meditate. Taking a bath with Epsom salts is another phenomenal way to both cleanse your aura and ground your system. The magnesium in the salts is calming and helps to draw out energetic toxins. Your body is your partner in this awakening. Treat it with the utmost care and respect. Listen to its needs. If it asks for rest, rest. If it asks for water, drink. If it asks for stillness, be still. By honoring your physical vessel, you ensure a smooth and integrated upgrade, preventing the burnout and ascension symptoms that will plague those who ignore their body's wisdom. As we approach the culmination of this sacred 72-hour window, it is imperative that we discuss the process of integration. The potent energies of the portal do not simply switch off at dawn on July 14th. The gateway may close, but the seeds that have been planted in your soul will need time to germinate. The days and weeks following this event are just as crucial as the event itself. How you re-emerge into the world will determine whether the profound shifts you've experienced will solidify into lasting transformation or fade away like a half-remembered dream. This is the stage where many awakened souls stumble. They have a powerful, transcendent experience in the safety of their sanctuary, and then they immediately dive back into the chaos of their old life, their old routines, their old energetic entanglements. This is the equivalent of running a marathon and then immediately trying to sprint up a mountain. It will lead to burnout, confusion, and a painful snapping back into old patterns. You must re-enter the world with intention, with gentleness, and with a newfound sense of sacred boundaries. Do not schedule any demanding meetings or stressful social engagements for at least 48 to 72 hours after the portal closes. Your energetic system is like a newborn fawn. It is strong, but its legs are still wobbly. It needs time to acclimate to the new frequency you are now embodying. Ease back in. Take a quiet walk in nature. Have a gentle conversation with a trusted high vibrational friend. Continue your journaling practice, noting how the world looks and feels different to you now. You may find that things you once tolerated, certain people, certain environments, certain media, are now physically repulsive to you. Your nervous system, now tuned to a higher pitch, will literally reject these low vibrational energies. This is not you being judgmental or difficult. This is your new authentic self-protection mechanism coming online. Honor it. It is your soul's new compass, and it will never point you wrong. If a place feels bad, leave. If a conversation feels draining, end it. Your tolerance for anything that is not in alignment with your soul's truth will have vanished. This is a gift. It is the universe's way of ensuring you do not fall back asleep. One of the most profound after effects of this portal will be a reordering of your relationships. The emotional echo cascade and the ancestral resonance will have fundamentally cleared karmic contracts and soul ties. This means that some relationships in your life, which were held together by old wounds, shared trauma, or karmic obligation, may suddenly dissolve. A friend might ghost you. A partner might initiate a breakup seemingly out of the blue. A family member might create distance. While this can be painful for the ego, your soul will feel a sense of profound relief, of lightness. Understand that this is a divine clearing. The universe is removing the people who are not frequency matches for the new you, for the person you are becoming. Do not chase them. Do not try to force the old connection to work. Bless them, thank them for the lessons, and let them go with grace. Their departure is creating the sacred space necessary for new soul family to enter your life. People who will see you, support you, and celebrate you for who you truly are now. Conversely, you may feel a sudden magnetic pull towards new people, or a deepening of connection with those who are also on an awakening path. Trust these pulls. These are the threads of the new 5D grid of consciousness weaving themselves together. Your tribe is finding you, but they can only find you if you have created the space for them by releasing what no longer serves. The integration period is a time of discerning who gets to have access to the new, upgraded version of you. Your energy is now a precious resource. Be a vigilant and loving guardian of it. Moreover, the karmic timelines you observed will now begin to integrate in a practical way. The wisdom you gleaned from your alternate selves will start to inform your choices in this primary timeline. You might find yourself setting a boundary you were always too afraid to set, because you integrated the strength of a version of you who always spoke their truth. You might suddenly find the courage to start a creative project, because you integrated the passion of a version of you who was a successful artist. This is the true gift of the timeline bleed. It is not about escaping this reality, but about enriching it with the full spectrum of your soul's potential. Pay attention to the new ideas, urges, and inspirations that bubble up in the weeks following the portal. These are not random thoughts. They are the integrated wisdom from your other lives, now available to you as fuel for your purpose here and now. This is why the automatic journaling remains so important. Keep writing. Keep tracking these new impulses. They are the breadcrumbs leading you down your highest, most authentic path. The etheric void may have closed, but your own creative power, now fully activated, has not diminished. You have learned in your sanctuary that your focused intention is a powerful creative force. Continue to practice this. Continue to consciously choose your thoughts, to visualize your desired outcomes, and to feel the feeling of your dreams already realized. You have been through a masterclass in manifestation. Now is the time to apply what you have learned and begin consciously sculpting the life your soul came here to live. The world you re-enter on July 14th or 15th will look the same on the surface, but you will be different. You will carry the silence of your sanctuary within you. You will see the world not just with your physical eyes, but with your third eye, which is now open and aware. You will perceive the energetic undercurrents of every situation. You will be able to feel the truth behind people's words. This is your new superpower. It can be disorienting at first. The dissonance between what people say and what their energy is communicating will be jarring. This is why your personal practices, meditation, journaling, time in nature are no longer just spiritual hobbies. They are essential maintenance tools for your new operating system. They are what will keep you centered, grounded and sane in a world that is still largely asleep. Remember the feeling of your sacred space, the peace and power you felt within your four walls. You can now carry that sanctuary with you, inside your own heart. At any moment, in any place, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath, and return to that inner silence, that fortress of light. This is true sovereignty. It is not about controlling the world outside of you. It is about mastering the world inside of you. This entire cosmic event, this urgent call to stay home, was never about hiding. It was about remembering. It was a divinely orchestrated retreat to help you remember who you are, what you are capable of, and the incredible power that lies dormant within you, waiting to be claimed. You have faced the echoes, seen through the veils, communicated with your ancestors, and stared into the creative void. You have done the work. Now you emerge, not as the person who entered the portal, but as a lighthouse. Your job now is not to convince or convert anyone. Your job is simply to be, to hold your new frequency, to embody the peace, the wisdom and the love that you have cultivated. Your light held steadily and authentically will be the beacon that helps others find their own way through the storm. If this entire message, from the very first word to this final sentence, has resonated with you, if you have felt a stirring in your soul, a deep sense of recognition and truth, then you were meant to hear this. It was not an accident. Your soul guided you here to prepare you, to empower you, and to welcome you into a larger community of awakening souls who are all doing this work together, all across the globe. You are not alone. To honor this journey you have undertaken, and to connect with this global family of light, I have one final invitation for you. Go to the comments and share one thing you are committed to releasing during this portal, and one thing you are calling in. For example, I release the fear of being seen, and I call in the courage to share my gifts. By sharing your intention, you not only amplify its power, but you inspire countless others who will read your words. Let this comment section become a living tapestry of our collective transformation, and if you have not done so already, please subscribe to this channel, and share this video with at least one other person who you know is ready to hear this truth. We are the architects of the new earth, and we build it one conscious soul at a time. Remember, this is not a warning to incite fear, but an invitation to step into your power. The universe is offering you a profound gift. Stay home, do the work, emerge transformed. I honor the light within you. Be well and be ready. The great awakening is no longer coming, it is here.